what's up, you guys? V2R, video viewer request, Ronnie Jr. and Katrina. The show is not going to stop anytime soon. We got another guest in the studio.
I'm so excited.
Are you titillated? You ready for this one? All right, so you all know there's a show out there called Flavor of Love, and this chick right here, Becky Buckwild, you got to be in the mix of it all. And you got to make out with Flavor Flav.
I got to taste his grill.
Wow,
oh, my God.
Wow.
The teeth is...
Welcome to everyone on the internet. It is Becky Buckwild. How you doing, sweetheart?
Peeps? I'm Buckwild, dog. You know me.
Buckwild. Yeah, and that's your real... like stage name, so to speak.
That's my real comedy name. I mean, I didn't like get named that at the hospital or nothing, but you know.
Yeah. Well, no, we know it's not your government name. Yeah. And on the show, Flav always gives nicknames to everybody, so you got to use your real stage name.
Yeah. That's what everybody call me at home. That's what they call me at my job.
Okay.
People know that's Buckwild.
Right.
I mean, they ain't really.
So you didn't need to fight for it. They just like gave it to you.
I was kind of nervous because he named one girl Bucky. I was like, oh man, and I was like, before me, I was like, oh dude. That girl almost just got my name right now. Is going down. But he gave me Buckwild, and me and Bucky, we tight. That's my sister. Shout out to my girl Bucky.
Right. How does it feel to be a part of one of the biggest hit reality shows out right now? It's a big show. You know that.
It's huge. I mean, people be stopping me in the street and like at the mall.
What do they tell you when they see you?
They're just like, Buckwild, it's the ghetto white girl. Oh my God.
Ghetto white
I love
girl.
it though. Y'all can say hi to me wherever you want. I'm cool, you know.
Cut a check, right?
That's right. You know, whatever you want to do.
How did you get involved with Flavor Flav? I mean, how did that go down?
I had actually seen season 1 was my favorite show. Me and my friends would just kick it. We would sit down and be like, Flavor of Love. We TiVoed it on the regular. I mean, and so I was on Craigslist looking for comedy gigs, and it said, do you want to date a rap star? And
you put your hand up like I'm good.
I'm obsessed with hip hop. You know, I would date any rap star. I would date really.
There's no shame to your game, right?
No, I like rappers. I really do, you know. So I was like, heck. And when I found out,
you don't discriminate.
Nah, it was Flavor of Love. I would date Vanilla Ice. Call me, baby.
Wow,
Not really. He has anger issues.
He looks good though. I've seen him lately.
He looks all right.
He looks okay.
He too angry.
What were the feelings like with Flavor Flav? Like, what was that really? Did you really have feelings for him?
I mean, I had feelings for him. I don't know how deep they were gonna get. I mean, I thought he was cool to hang out with. He was fun. You know, I liked making out with him. I don't know if I liked anything.
Is he a good kisser?
He's
I need to know.
Why, you gonna go on season 3?
Maybe.
If there's a season 3, we don't.
Oh, there
we
will
don't know
be.
how this season is gonna.
There will
unfold.
I don't know. It's kind of weird because like he's with one of my friends, so I don't like to talk about how he kisses. You know, because
that must be an interesting
that's not
thing.
cool.
One of your friends is on the show
all
too.
All my friends are on this. Well, I'm friends with all of those girls, you know, so I don't like to talk about kissing him.
I know, right? You could talk about it anyway. How is that though? Like when you're making out with him and you're catching feelings with Flav, and then all of a sudden you got all these girls you hang out with, and they're doing the exact same thing. Do you get jealous at all?
I wasn't really jealous. It's because we're so different, all of us. I figured he was going to choose who he wanted to choose, and I wasn't in love with him at that point. So I was like, you know, it's cool. We all just dating him, but it was weird. It's really, you're not supposed to date your friend's boyfriend. Like that's not right.
Right.
It's like an unwritten rule.
But you know, they were my friends to start with, but they became my friends, so it started to become awkward.
Right. And it was an experience, what, 2 or 3 weeks of
I was there for 2 weeks.
What was your most Buckwild moment over there? I mean, that's your name. That's what you go by. You can't live that down, sweetheart.
Never. I'm Buckwild for life, baby.
Yeah.
My most Buckwilded moment, they didn't even show it on the air. It was my favorite. One night, I thought I was going to get eliminated this one night, and I was so happy that after the elimination ceremony, I jumped in the pool with like my evening gown and everything on, and Flav jumped in the pool with me with all his clothes on, his clock and everything. I was like, man, don't be messing up that watch. Look real nice.
And you know the part that I watch, because me and Katrina talk about the show every Monday.
We do.
You know, it airs on Sunday on VH1.
The recap.
And it's the recap, and it's just so amusing and entertaining. And we saw on the show the girl who pooped herself. Now,
something.
What was that like?
The most crazy part of the show, or was there other stuff? Because no girl really poops herself.
No, I've never seen that happen in my
life.
I don't think it'll ever happen again. I mean, that's once in a lifetime. I mean, she's famous for that.
Are
she's
you guys
happy
real
about
cool
it.
still? I mean,
her name is Takesha. Shout out Takesha. What's up, girl? I know you be on the internet.
How does she feel about being the girl who pooped herself?
She's pretty happy about it now. I mean, you know, that's her claim to fame.
Wow.
Boo Boo Sparks, baby.
Was it an accident though?
It was. I'm sure she didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah.
I mean, but
that's not a way to get fame.
You never know.
I think she just went with it. You know. That's what you
And
got.
when it happened, were you just like, did you smell it? What
I
happened?
smelled it, burnt my nose hairs. It was like,
Wow.
I would
Wow.
even, and then she like wiped it up, and then it's like
Damn.
dripping out her hands.
You
on
know,
the
and a lot of
stairs.
people want to know why the name Buckwild. That you said that was just something that all your
Because
friends.
People call me. People are like, oh my gosh, you're so crazy. I'm like, I'm beyond crazy. I'm buck wild. You know, we see crazy on the show. Crazy ain't nearly as buck wild as I am. She could be crazy. I'm buck wild.
Right.
So I have a question that we kind of touched on this before. What was the casting process like? So you saw the ad on Craigslist, you emailed them. What did they ask you in your audition?
Well, in my audition, I went down there, you know, and at first they were trying to like mess with me because of my voice. They were like, you don't really talk like that. I was like, yes,
do you get that
I
a lot,
do.
Buckwild? Like,
I get that all
I mean,
the
you just
time.
said you just called yourself the ghetto white girl. Do you get that?
That's what they call me. I don't call myself. I just call myself Buck Wild, baby.
Okay.
That's me. Buck
And you're
Weezy,
comfortable with
you
it,
can call
right?
me Buck Weezy, Buck Wizzle. Just don't call me late
But
for dinner.
people, I mean, in all honesty, have to give you that
All
a
the
little
time.
bit, but it doesn't bug you. It's just kind of
mean,
off your shoulders.
I'm so done with it now. I heard it from everybody. I don't really care. I mean, whatever. I talk like who would want to talk like this? I mean, honestly, it's way too much work.
Right.
I'm a lazy person. I don't have this much time to like put into my voice. I really don't think about what I say ever before I say it, as you could tell by some of my statements.
Right. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. So
did you just have to give like an interview? Like,
yeah, well, we went and did an interview. You know, they asked us like, you know, what would you do if Flav tries to get with you? I was like, hey, I want to taste his teeth. You know. And,
wow. That was your answer that got you in the door.
I
You
think
know that.
that's what will get you on the Flavor of Love, people.
Wow.
If you are looking to find out, taste the teeth.
All the girls are doing so many big things now, and you know, touring and you know, doing.
We have fun. I mean, we get love everywhere we go, and when we're all together, people just freak out. They're like, ah, like, oh my gosh.
And I gotta tell you, the first season was so groundbreaking. Like, it was like, how did Flav put this together? VH1. And then they did season 2 and just topped it. How'd you feel topping season 1?
I know we topped it. I mean, when I met all those girls, I was like, I didn't know there was crazier people than me out there.
I really went into watching that show, season 2, saying, okay, it can't be. It ain't gonna hold a candle to number 1.
Nobody thought it could,
and all of a
but
sudden, girls
wow.
did the Boo Boo. What do you call her?
Boo Boo Sparks.
Boo Boo Sparks. What's up, sweetheart?
That's what Beautiful named her, Boo Boo Sparks.
Wow.
You know.
In high school, you do senior most. So I'm going to put up a picture of some of the girls, and you're just going to kind of say if that's the class clown, maybe if this is the, the most promiscuous girl of the cast.
We did a Nelly Furtado
Yeah.
shout
I
out
was
there.
like, oh my God, Nelly.
We got a shot about of a couple, like 6 or 7 girls, and I just want your opinion.
Cool.
Some of them, you're really good friends with. Some of them you might not
Maybe
be
not.
best friends with.
All right. That's the Nibbler right there.
Nibbler. Okay, Nibbles. All right.
Oh, man.
Now, her persona on the show was she would do anything. She's just crazy.
She is. In real life, though, I'd have to say Nibbles is the most likely to create world peace.
Really?
Really?
She is. She is never fighting with nobody. It's like,
Wait a minute.
so-
But on her MySpace, she's talking about, I'll show you a boob if you want.
That's good. That's going to create some world peace.
You're right.
if
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Imagine if the president did just go topless,
See,
right?
just for a day,
All right.
that
that's
save
true.
the world.
Buckwild, I didn't think about it like that. All right.
That's my girl. Shout out to all my Detroit people. I would say Delicious is most likely to become president.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah, she a businesswoman. She knows what's going on. She's very smart. She's very kind, and she knows how to deal with people really
I was watching
well.
the show, and they kind of talked about how she not really controlled other people, but she was like the main girl.
She's
like,
a leader. She's
Yeah,
a
exactly,
born
a leader.
leader, and she's very educated. She's beautiful, and I
Right.
think most likely to be president.
So
my
what
girl
kinda-
D. I never met Hoops.
Oh, okay.
Hoops done some modeling with the eye candy people. I done modeling with them too.
Right, okay.
And I don't know, man. She be doing her thing. She the entrepreneur. She's most likely to be the next Dr. Dre, man.
Really?
She getting her hustle on too.
What do
She
you
got
think about
calendars.
her? A lot of people gave her a little bit of negative criticism for winning the show, and then all of a sudden not being with Flav. What do you think about that?
You know, a girl got to do what she got to do, and
Just, it didn't work out.
if that wasn't for her, that wasn't for her. You know, I give her credit for not giving it up. You know, at least she didn't give it up and then get dumped. She just, held her own, and he wanted to get it, but he
did
didn't.
some of the girls give it up and then get dumped?
Oh, yeah, New York for one.
Hey, okay.
And she came back for
Hello.
more.